So in this video, we're going to look at the Empress effects Zoia. This time we're going to explore how we can add LFO modulation to our effects. Due to the complex potential of this digital modular platform, in each video, I'll be taking small steps towards complexity. Because all complexity really is just a bunch of simple elements combined. So if you don't understand this video, check out the previous one in the series. In this tutorial/demo, I'll be using the Novation circuit sequenced by the Drum Deluge. As before, my Zoia is plugged in to an auxiliary send on my mixer, so you will hear the dry signal on top of the effect. So when things aren't connected from audio in to audio out, normally it would be a silent signal. First off, there is a tremolo effect in the audio effects section, but I'm going to show you how you can create your own. Now keep in mind, again, you're not going to hear it completely because it's in an auxiliary send. So let's add some overdrive distortion first. So we're going to go to Effects, and we're going to scroll to OD and Distortion. OD means overdrive, and we'll just keep it all the settings as is. Now, if we look at this, we only see one audio in, one audio out. So what I'm going to do is copy this. So hold down Shift, choose copy, location of copy, we're just going to put it right there. We're going to say done. So what I'm going to do is wire line left to this one, line in, and this one, line right, into that line in. So now these are pretty much the same. What I'm going to do is for this one, so I can have this selected anywhere I want, and then choose Shift and then Edit. And now let's just change the model to something else just for fun. So I'm just going to pick that one. And now these lines out have to go somewhere, and this is where the VCA comes in. So we're going to add a VCA, which means voltage controlled amp. In other words, it's just a volume module. So here we go. Let's put that in here. It's going to be an audio modules, VCA. We're going to scroll down to where it says channels. We're going to make that into stereo. So we want this output to go into line in here, this output to line in here, and this output to line out left, line out right. Okay, so now that's plugged in here. Now this is on 0. So if I press play on the pattern, we're just gonna hear the dry signal that's going through my mixer. So let's just turn this up. Now we can hear it. So what I want to do is make this be assigned an LFO. So we're just going to go down here and we're going to add control modules LFO. So we can change all the settings on here. I just want to change this from square. We're going to turn that to triangle. So it's going to be a triangle waveform. Now I'll go to done. And now we can see the triangle waveform and its current speed. So I'm just going to hold that down and then assign it to that one parameter in the VCA. And you'll see that screen here. And we're going to go here and we can actually see what it's doing to the signal. So I can modify it. Let's listen to see how that sounds. So it's going from that range and varying the volume. So if I go here on the LFO, we can change the rate of it. So we want that to be a square wave now. So since that's set, I'm gonna hold Shift, press Edit. We're gonna change that from triangle to square. So we can hear the difference there. All right, so let's just get rid of all this. So we just got rid of all that, and now let's just let's play with a filter, so a low pass filter. So we're going to go to Audio Modules, SV Filter, make sure that low pass output is on, that's all we want. Done. Since this is stereo, this does only have one line in and out. So I'm going to select it and then copy, put it right down here, and then choose done. And now we're just going to wire it left into in, right into that in. And then let's just make this out go to the left output, that out to go to the right output. If we look at this, the middle part of the module, this one is frequency, that one's Q or resonance. So I'm going to apply this LFO to both of these. So just connecting it by holding that down and then telling it that's where it's connected. And now we're gonna play it. Let's turn up the Q on both. And change the rate. We're gonna change the LFO by going to Edit. Let's change that to Sine. Okay, done. Okay, so that's cool, but let's say we want to add another LFO. So we're gonna go into here, Control, Modules, LFO. Let's make that a sawtooth, and then done. And now what I want to do is have this sawtooth LFO be applied to the rate of this LFO that's affecting that. So hold that down and then press the rate. Now that's connected, and you can see the lights are changing different rates now. So if we listen to it, so we can hear that it's changing that. So now I can go into here and modify that rate all that I want. So there's a lot of different combinations that we can come up with based off of this. So now let's just delete these two filters. So select anywhere on the module, Shift, garbage can, and that just erased all that. So let's mess around with aliasing. So we're gonna go down to Audio Modules and scroll down to Aliaser. Done. Now we can see that's just a single signal. So I'm gonna copy that down to here. Done. Same thing, wire left into left in, right into right in. This is gonna go down to here, left to left, right to right. So now it's all connected now. And now let's listen to it. We can change that to whatever we want. Of course, that's stereo, so we can change it to whatever values we want here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this LFO affect both of these aliasing. Wire that in and wire that in. Now we can hear it. Now let's just add a bit crusher in here. Let's just route both of these out to the bit crusher. So I'm just routing them both out to that one signal. I'm going to erase the connections from here to here so that it goes straight from the bit crusher to that signal. And now let's listen to it. Apply the LFO to this. Alright, so let's just erase all this here. Get rid of all that. Now let's add a pitch shifter. So I'm going to go in pitch shifter, and there we go. And then I'm going to duplicate that down here. And so we'll make it stereo. So this goes to here, that goes to there. This goes to here, that goes to there. And now if we listen to it, we can change the pitch. Alright, so that's great and all, but let's add some LFOs to see what it does. We have to choose this and then attach that to the pitch. Let's make the rate go way down. And then we're going to change this. Turn down the percentage on both. Let's actually remove the connections here. So we just removed the connections there, and now let's make that go through, say, a reverb. We'll go with room reverb here. We're going to move that, shift, move, and put it right down here. This signal's going to go into here, that signal's going into there, this to here, and that to there. Now if we play, so hopefully that can give you a couple of ideas of what you can do with LFOs. Now let's say we just want to add a couple more LFOs. It's going to be a square LFO. That's going to be applied to that rate. And now we can just keep going and add even another LFO here and have that be applied to that rate and bring that up. So it's just showing a little bit of potential that you can do with LFOs. When you apply LFOs to all the parameters, you can go pretty crazy with this pedal.